Right guys, it's the Ed Shed. It's Wednesday, I don't know, in April sometime. Now, I absolutely shattered myself taking that engine out, so I'm struggling with it. So I had a day off yesterday, so Tuesday was a rest day. Wednesday, I'm back out here in this shed with this engine. Now I've got to get a load of bits off it. I got the distributor out of it. Trying to get the exhaust manifolds off, they don't make it easy. I tell you what, this is a farce, these cars. I mean, I just don't understand how they could build. No wonder there was so many problems. I mean, you can get to some of the top bolts, but you can't even get a ring spanner on the bottom one side. You've got to use an open end. Well, I mean, you can imagine how old that is. And I mean, without cursing it, they are actually coming off with a decent ring spanner, a decent open-ended spanner. But yeah, if that was in situ, it would be impossible. I just think, I was talking to a friend of mine who used to do work on these and put them together on a factory, and he said, like, there was the 7/16 headed bolt that they used to the top of the starter. Starter motor, you got to take the exhaust downpipes off. Exhaust downpipes you can't get off of the rack. You can't get the rack out with the engine in. You can't put the rack in with the engine in. I mean, it is. Well, I don't know. I can see it's going to be an ordeal if I put it back together. Anyway, so on that cheerful note, I'm going to say I got the steering rack back up anyway. So I got the rack back up in. So that's sort of one thing that I managed to achieve. I hit a bit of that crap out the inner wing, see where rusty it is, but needs a good jet wash. Was going to take it and jet wash it, but I think we're in the middle of a massive inflation thing problem here, and I'm thinking I've got water which I'm already paying for, so why don't I use the Lee's jet wash? So I'm going to see if I can get rid of Lee's jet wash. And so when I jet wash this, I'm going to be using the old kitchen cleaner, and I'm going to jet wash it with my own thing outside here. Now obviously that's a pain because it's going to get a bit oily and whatever, but if I keep up the top here on the mud, which is going to be covered anyway sooner or later with concrete, it ain't going to matter. Well, let's see if it ever gets covered with concrete. So, as I said, on that cheerful note, I'm going to turn you off and say, just remember, if ever you get interested in buying a V12 XJS, right, just remember you're in for a world of pain, and unless you can do it yourself, you're into some massive bills. I mean, this has been, and my mate said, oh no, you can take it out in about, yeah, you might be able to if it was all brand new and clean and it all came off, but when you're struggling with rusty bolts and burned and crammed on your own, and you haven't got the thing high enough, and you haven't got a lift, and you haven't got a way of getting it out with the lift, and everything's so heavy. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that is so heavy. I just cannot believe, why that's, God, I'm so heavy. But anyway, we won't dwell on that. We're going to say we're going to find some for all this crap to go next. Well, hopefully that's going to go. That's going to go. Hopefully that's going to go. And then everything else, well, it ain't going to matter. I'll put the radiator, put the bonnet back on it for the second, just to protect the rust. And all the aluminium stuff is going to go inside. All the stuff that's scrapped can be scrapped. So if you're enjoying watching this sort of crap and you like to see people struggle, then there's something wrong with you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Right guys, Ed Shed, it's empty. XJS, engine's out, it's gone down on the back of the truck. I've wired up the old simulator to pull the 1 ton bag up the end of the drive, so I'm going to give that a go. That's probably going to turn into a disaster. I got my wheelbarrow tyres inflated. I'm going to get all that XJS stuff into it, all this inlet manifolds, all that rubbish. I'm just going to get it somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Do you know what? I have no idea where I'm going to put it. I really don't. I don't know. I just got to get out of my shed. I mean, you think, do you know what, guys? I've got no room, and it looks great, but I have no room. So we end up moving here to there, and then you lose, and then you can't find it when you want it, and so when you want it, you can't find it. You spend hours trying to look for it, which wastes another day of my life, which I haven't got many of. So yeah, it's a pain. But for the minute is, that lot's going back, that's cleaned off, that's going on the lift, wood's going back, stack in, all that crap that needs to be sold, needs to get out ready for sold, to sell, and I need to get that lot hidden somewhere out of my sight. I'd like to put it in the shed at the bottom, but They reckon we got snow coming or some crap, so I'm probably need to keep the Range Rover handy. Anyway, like I say, guys, this is just what happens on a normal daily basis of me doing this crap. Well, I'm struggling to do it, it is a struggle. And I've decided, I'm going to say that, because people say, yeah, but yeah, listen, I'll tell you something. If I don't have a can of cider or a drink, I have no interest to come up here. I find it incredibly, I just want to sit and watch TV, which is probably what lots of people do. So at the moment, yeah, all right, it's going to kill me, but listen, I'm not going to live forever. So while I can have a drink of cider and I can come up here and do things, I am actually doing things. Yeah, all right, it might not be like structurally wonderful, but at least I'm doing something. Because when I'm in the shed, or in the house watching TV, I ain't doing nothing. And this is still here. So look, from what you see on the videos that we had earlier with the XJS in there, up in the air, the engine thing, now the engine's gone over there, the bits are stripped, the stuff's going in the wheelbarrow, it's going out, the bin, the 1 ton bag's getting dragged up the drive, and I'm going to have an empty shed. You've no idea, guys. You've no idea. I know, it's yeah, you're a hoarder, and it's all here, and it's just full of crap, and it's just all there. And they're right. Do you know what? I can admit it. I am a collector, hoarder of rubbish. And I have got really bigger than my bleeding pond. I got to get shots of some of this stuff while I'm still breathing. So, if you like watching like an old man struggle with loads of crap, remember I said in my thing, fix some cars or die trying. Well, I think we all know what the end result is, don't we? Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.